Hello, this is David Lee from howtostartownbusiness.co.uk. Today's presentation is called What's Your Brand? This is a subject that quite often gets overlooked. As an employee coming into the world of small business, we think that we're just like we were before. We're just an accountant, we're just a tradesperson, a plumber, whatever the profession is. We think we're just translating that across to your small business, except the thinking needs to be vastly different, but most people don't think that way. Let's go and analyze what I'm talking about. I'm going to be talking about who are you, why do business with you, and what makes you different. And these are very simple questions, but when I go into the detail of them, you'll see why they need quite a bit of thought before you go into business, before you actually take the plunge. Who are you? You're like that light out there amongst many lights, but you've got to shine brighter than everybody else. And why should people see you, and why should they do business with you? You've got to ask, what are you providing? What service are you providing? And really it gets back to, how do you see your business? Do you see it like that baby that I mentioned? It's that little infant that's growing, and how do you foresee that infant growing up? Perhaps you've got ideas of how you would like it to be seen and represented. This is where we get back to how I start looking at a business, my own business. I give it a life. I look at how I can represent it in the form of a logo, some type of design that represents me, that therefore, just like the baby, I can see it as this other entity that I'm taking care of, and going to the logo helps me identify this. Let's have a look at my logo. It's a gold temple with me in front of it. What that represents to me, and hopefully to others, is that this is a temple which represents solidarity. It's been around for a long time, just like I've been around in business for a long time. The cash flow investor, the CFI, is really the emblem that was used. It was a plaque that was placed on the temple belonging to the emperor at the time, and it is my mark. I use the gold because people associate gold with wealth. That's what people want. Also, the stability of the foundations of the temple. Also, the pillars of wealth. People identify the pillars of wealth when they see a temple like this. Quite often it's used. And then I put myself, me, in front of that to represent what you get with me. So I was representing me as the business. What can you represent that's you? It doesn't have to be your image, but it's got something that represents you that people can look at that and identify and take notice of. It is very important that you start with this, and you start to grow your business with this identification of your business, because you're watching this grow. So who are you? Why do business with you? Have you thought about that? These are the questions that really a bit of a headache, aren't they? But we must ask ourselves, when there's so much choice out there, when the economy is in turmoil, why should I select you to be the logical choice to do business with? And do you know that most people do not even make it easy for themselves? Because I know you probably think your business is great. It's a fantastic business, what you can do, but as the customer or the potential customer, am I going to believe everything that comes out of your mouth? Or am I more likely to believe what other people have said about you, where we get back to testimonial references? And think about whether you can help some people before you start off your business, just to get some testimonial references, to give them that experience, so that therefore that can be used to help you market your business, because these are valid references from other people, because that's what people want. I want to do business with somebody that I feel they're reliable. I get some type of guarantee if things go wrong. I can talk to the person. I feel as though I'm just not treated like a number, and yet most people feel like when they're dealing with big organizations that they are just a number. They're just an item. And if you could treat people in a way that they would want to be treated, that's why they will come back to you. If you've got the specialized knowledge, they will come back to you because they feel comfortable with you. And identify yourself. That's why people want to do business. It is not just all about price, where a lot of people think it's about price. It is about the experience, the service, the quality, everything that goes with it. Lastly, what makes you different? What makes you different from everybody else? because I was speaking to my barber just the other day, and he said, well, people come here to get their hair cut. And I said, do they? Let's translate that if it was a lady going to a hairdresser. Is she really going to get her hair cut? Is she really going to get her hair styled? And he said, yes, that's what she's going for. And then I asked him, when she goes out and she's dressed up and she's got her hair nicely done, she may go out for the evening to a dinner or a party, and people notice her and they pay attention because of how well she looks. Is it really the haircut, the styling, or is it how she feels? And he had to agree, it's how she feels. She loves the compliments. She loves being noticed. She loves the fact that people are saying nice things about her. And that's really the payoff. What's your payoff when people do business with you? If you can identify the payoff, you will separate what the service is, what the product is, with what the benefit is, what their payoff is. So when people do business with me, are they just getting a business system, or are they getting a change of lifestyle? Because that's the payoff. They take control of their life. They can see a path where before they couldn't, where before they were in doubt. Now they can see a clear way forward. It's more than just showing somebody the ropes. It is how to get somebody to their goal. Where are they looking to go to next? Because I don't want to worry about plumbing issues. I may need a plumber to help me, but I've got other things that I want to do. Think about this. These are the things that are so vital that you must take care of before you get started, and that people quite often overlook. If you have any questions, you know where to contact me. There's a contact page there at howtostartownbusiness.co.uk, and I'll speak to you again very soon. This is David Lee. Thank you.